Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a Halloween like floral arrangement centerpiece type of thing. It's going to be like in a basket. This is my last Halloween item, you guys. I was actually in the middle of putting my Halloween stuff away, and then I realized I didn't make any type of floral design with it, and I have a bunch of different picks left over that I haven't used yet this year. So I thought, why not whip something cute together? I had these little skulls that I didn't do anything with. I wanted to do some kind of project, but they really didn't come in handy. So all I did was attach a little pick, like a stem from a floral in there, and I'm just going to attach a little bit of hot glue to it, so that way it stays in there. So I just dipped it in the hot glue, and then we just stuck it in there. We're going to spread the hot glue around it so it's nice and secure, and now there was a hanger on top of it, and I pulled that off, and in order to hide that, you could either put like a hat, which I don't have a hat, so what I'm going to do is we're going to attach a little spider. So what I did to the spider was I filled it in with some hot glue, and I stuck a U-shaped floral pin into it. I'm letting it dry, and all I'm going to do is stick this floral pin down into my spider, right up on top. So the container we're going to use is this little metal galvanized tin. Now some things I picked out for this, as I really have no idea how this is going to go. I just picked out some picks, so I got these little orange or purple like things. I got this cute little glittery, like almost looking like a tree type thing. I got these little squiggly things. Y'all, I got some pit berries. I don't even know what I'm going to use, y'all. We got little eyeballs. I don't know if we're going to use, because I don't even know what we're going to do with this. Like, honestly, we have no idea. I also have some of these. Like, I don't know what I'm going to use, so we're just going to kind of go with the flow and see where it goes. But I know I want to get my little guy in here first, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to add a teeny bit of hot glue. Like, when I say a teeny bit, I'm talking a teeny bit. Now remember, I don't want any hot glue showing. Hot glue just looks like really unprofessional. Like, have you ever went to like Joann's and seen that some of their wreaths, you guys, there's so much hot glue showing, and it's just like, okay, you didn't even like attempt to cover that up. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut a little bit of this. There's a little bit of hot glue underneath this spider yet that's showing, and I just don't like the way it looks, so we're gonna cut that out. So yeah, guys, it is September like 19th, I think, and I'm wrapping up my Halloween. What do you guys? Are you guys working on Halloween, or are you guys like, I'm done with Halloween? Are you like, I'm just starting Halloween? I've been working on Halloween, y'all, since the end of July, so for over 2 months, so I'm done. I've made enough. I've sold a bunch, so I replenished, and I've used up pretty much all my signs for my wreaths. I've pretty much got a good variety of stuff, so I'm like, I think I'm done. Now for instance, if I need to, for some reason, end up having to create 1 or 2 more things eventually, I'm gonna leave my ribbon out. I am not gonna put my ribbon away yet until I know for sure that I'm done. Now what I'm gonna do is, guys, I kind of put this on an angle because I kind of want his face showing, obviously. I don't want it tilted to the side. So we're gonna just take this, and we're gonna stick it down into our design, kind of like right here on the corner. That's where I kind of wanted him. And now to fill in all this ugly mechanics and everything, I already did some hot glue on here, you guys. I filled this with floral foam. That's what you're going to use to jab all your stuff into. But in order to cover up all this, all I do is I take some of this moss, and now you can use different types of moss. Like in spring, I usually use like green moss. In fall, and this type, I'm going to use some of this, like, I don't know what kind of moss. It's like brown-ish moss. And I'm just going to take some U-shaped floral pins again, like I used for my spider, and I just stick this down in there. You know, it's super easy. This is kind of just to help hide the moss, or the floral foam, so you don't have to worry about it being like super pretty, if it's not really supposed to be like, you don't really want to see a lot of this. This is just to help hide the stuff that you can see. And I rather just do it now because once you get all your florals in here, it's a pain in the butt to have to move around all your floral stems to get your moss in there to cover it up. So I just do it now. I don't add a whole lot, just enough to cover up the base. You don't need like millions and millions of depth of it filled in. And then I kind of just go like this and I tip it to see where, if there's any spots that need another pin. And so I'll just cover that up. You guys, you can get floral pins from all over the place. I think these came from, I think Michael's actually. But I know Hobby Lobby sells them, Joann sells them. Actually, guys, I bought these I bought some at Joann's one time. And then when I got home, they were not in the bag. And then I looked at the receipt and I bought them on the receipt. And then I called and like, oh, if you come in with the receipt, we'll give you a refund. And I never did. I kind of forgot, but it's whatever. And then, yeah, so that was my bad, but whatever. Mistakes happen, right? So there's our little skeleton guy. So he's like our main focal point. As you can see, when I'm doing floral arrangements, I like to have a main focal point. So I have this Christmas one where our Santa is the main focal point. I also have one over here. Let me show you it. Let me go grab it quick. This one's one of my fall ones. And this one is kind of got this really cute scarecrow as its focal point. I love that little scarecrow with the little pumpkin, so that one's focal point. So I like to have a main focal point that kind of brings the whole wreath to life and has a place for it to look at. Like, for instance, if you're doing your wreath, you got your sign or your big bow as your kind of your main focal point. So I like to have a little item. So I even bought these little, let me show you guys these. Now I won't know where I put them, but I bought these really, 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 really cute, I think they're in here actually. Yeah, these little guys. Guys, I bought these little snowmen for Christmas ones. These are gonna be little focal points and little floral arrangements. I think they're gonna be so cute. So let's get to the fun part, you guys. Now is when we're gonna add our picks. So I work from back to front. Now this is gonna be a one-way, non-reversible or non-like, see from both sides type of wreath. So that what meaning when I say that is that you're not gonna be able to have this on your table and have a cute little view from both sides. Meaning you can't put it on your table and like obviously we have our guy facing one way, so that means that our can't speak today, y'all. Our little arrangement is only going to be able to be seen from one side. Now some arrangements you can see from both sides, but not for this one. Now we're going to add some of these picks. So I added this really cute little tree in the back. I really love that. I really do, you guys. That just brings a whole lot of texture. And you guys, I think I might even just like this. I don't even know if we need a whole lot of that purple. We're not even going to need a whole lot of that purple, y'all. Yeah, we might even just do some pumpkins, maybe. Let's see what a couple pumpkins would look like. If I have any pumpkins. I have a couple. See, guys, when I start a project, it doesn't always, like, end up turning out the way I started. Like, I just bring out a bunch of materials, and I kind of just play with it and see how I like it. Oh, I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Cool. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy these type of videos. I've been trying to post more here on the TikTok channel or the YouTube channel here more because I know I haven't really been good at that, and I apologize, y'all. When I get super busy, you guys, I forget about you guys, which is not something I should be saying because it's kind of sad, but like, literally, you guys, I got so, like, hung up in, like, Facebook and everything for a while, where I just totally forgot that I even had a YouTube channel, y'all. Like, I literally used to be obsessed with YouTube, and then I kind of, like, just, like, for some reason, just, like, stopped. And I wasn't watching YouTube for a while. And so, guys, look at how cute this is turning out. It doesn't have to be, guys, it doesn't have to be, like, a lot. Like, sometimes, you guys, less just makes, less items just makes it, like, pop more. And honestly, you guys, I think some of these little berries, coming out of this would look super fun. So, I'm gonna see what we think. I think it might just bring in some life to our design. So I'm gonna see. I'm not 100% sure, y'all. I could be wrong. You guys, sometimes you just gotta mess around with it. Kind of what I do when I am designing is I like to just like mess around with our design a little bit and see if I like things different places. Oh, these are super fun, you guys. These look like, they almost look like little barbed wire or something. I like this, okay. And now these are just, they're like white pit berries. I got them at Joann's, I think, and they're white and they're in the fall section, but that doesn't mean they have to get used for fall, y'all. Happy fall, y'all. Yeah, they don't have to get used. Guys, when I'm shopping, sometimes when things are on sale, like these were, I think, were 50% off when I bought them. Like, I kind of look at items. Yes, I do look for some items that I'm like, okay, I could use these in a fun fall design. But I don't always go like that, you guys. Sometimes I'm like, okay, well, these are super fun, but like, could I use them in any other type of season or holiday? Because if I can think of some other holidays, then I kind of like, then I'm like, okay, well, now I'm definitely going to buy them, because maybe if I don't use them all in fall, well, then instead of putting them away and using them again the next fall, which obviously you can do that, but instead of doing that, I could use them in Christmas, or I could use them in Halloween, or I could even use these in a red, white, and blue wreath for patriotic. So I kind of just like to think of different ways I can use the different items. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue. I didn't add a lot of hot glue to those pit berries, but I don't think they're going to go anywhere. They're pretty much fastened into that wreath, or into this design, so I'm not 100% worried about that. But I'm going to add these guys in there just because I like to make sure everything's secure. Now, I know some people don't like to glue everything down. I like to glue everything down. That way I know it's not going to go anywhere. Ooh, y'all. I'm like dripping. I hate when my things drip. So if you're not already following my Facebook, I go over there and I do lives, which means I am actually on the live. You guys can watch me as I'm creating. You can ask me any questions, and I can answer them right on the live. So that's super cool. But you guys, I want to start doing lives here right on this Facebook or this YouTube channel. So I'm trying to get a couple more people. Just trying to build my traffic here a little bit more before I start doing that, just because I don't want to be doing lives where there's only like 2 people watching. I'd rather just do a film a video then, and then like edit it and stuff. But I know people are starting to come over every time I announce it in my Facebook's videos. I know I see more people that come on over and follow, so that's always awesome, and become subscribers. But if you're not already following my TikTok, now I know TikTok is talking about getting banned on Saturday or on Sunday or whatever happens. I have one right now. If TikTok goes down or something, who knows? I probably maybe won't have a TikTok anymore. But for right now, I do. So you can go over and follow that, which would be super awesome. I'm right on over there at MBcrafts. So if you type in MBcrafts over there. Now, you guys, I'm just gonna make a super simple little bow to add right into the front of this little guy to hang down a teeny bit. Doesn't have to be super big. We're gonna just pull out our Easy Bow Maker. You can get this any craft store. Actually, not every craft store. This one came from Michael's, but I know I don't know if Joann's or Hobby Lobby sell them, but I know Hobby Lobby sells the Easy Bow Maker. So you can pick that up there. But I love this ribbon, y'all. This is like one of my favorite Halloween ribbons. And actually, not just Halloween. Like, I love this design. So I even have this in Christmas in the 2.5 and the 1.5. So I love this ribbon. So I'm just going to make a simple 4-loop bow. So 2 on each side. I measure them at 4-inch guys, I can't speak. It's like 10 o'clock at night, which has got nothing to do with my speaking vocabulary, but I feel like I always, when I film for anything, no matter if it's for YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, I can never talk or speak, like, properly, which is, like, kind of like, okay, well, kind of need to be able to do that if you're going to film for anything. So don't ask me like what my issue is. I don't really know. If I knew, I could be able to tell you, but I don't. So we're just gonna see how big this is, you guys. We might have to plop her down a little bit. Haven't really looked at it and seen how big it is for our... Yes, we gotta pull the... Y'all, what we're gonna do, I did it a little too big. I don't want the bow to overpower the design. I just want it to bring a little bit of color and funkiness into the corner without like taking over the whole wreath, because obviously our main focal point is the skeleton little head. So I don't want our little bow here overpowering that. So I'm just going to take it off, you guys, and what we're going to do is we're just going to make it so it is a 3-inch loop, because when I had that on there, you guys, it was actually touching, it was actually hitting the skeleton, and that's just too much for me. So don't guys, when you guys make something and it doesn't turn out, do not throw your item away if you don't like it, or say, or give up. Guys, you know how simple that was? Literally all I did was take my ribbon off the pipe cleaner and try it again. Now, maybe if it was too small, then it'd be a different story, because you can't add ribbon. Obviously, you could add ribbon, you just have to put it back into another thing, which is super simple too, but it's a little bit more easier, like if you are taking off ribbon. So that's why sometimes, you guys, I like to go a little bit bigger, because I can always cut it down or like resize it. But usually when I do it too big, then I just have to like, or too small, then I have to like, it's a little bit more of a pain. So, but there's always a solution to any mistake that you make. And I'm not even going to say it's a mistake. It was just like a more of a preference. If you hear any noises, my bunny is being very obnoxious down there, right? And he's deciding that he wants to throw all his stuff. So what I'm going to see is oh, I like that. Okay, I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, so obviously there's no really place where you can just attach the little bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these floral pins, okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my bow back up. I'm going to take my little pin here, and I'm going to take my little pliers, wherever my pliers went. You guys, I lose my tools so much. Okay, there we go. And we're going to take it, and we're going to bend it, and we're going to hook that right here on the end of this thing. Pull it as tight as we possibly can. I attached a little hook around the pipe cleaner. That way it doesn't come off. And then once we get the hook on, we're going to tighten our hook so that the pipe cleaner cannot move off of there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Like so. Super simple, y'all. I'm telling you guys, this is not hard at all. This is like nothing. This is like not complicated one bit. It's just is whatever. It's like you guys are the creators, so you guys are gonna choose what you like and what you don't like. You can go out to a store, pick out a cute little container, pick out something that you like as your centerpiece floral. Maybe you don't even want, maybe you're not like me and you don't even want like something at the end of it that like is more of a focal point. Maybe you just want to add florals and that's it. Maybe you want just a bunch of greenery. You do you guys, it's your creation. You use your creative mind. You don't need to, like, it doesn't have to be just like everyone else. You don't have to be like, oh, that's not as good as theirs. I hate when people say, well, I made something, but it's not as good as yours. And it's like, well, I'm hoping it's not like mine because you don't want to have the same exact, I don't want your items to be the exact as mine anyways. Because if everyone was the same, what's the point of having all these designers? Because then everyone's just making the exact same stuff, right? So I always say you don't have to make, it doesn't have to be exactly like everyone else's, y'all. Be yourself, do yourself. You're another person. Everyone here is different in their own ways, and we all like if everyone's mind was thought alike, you guys, you know how boring this world would be? Like how boring this world would be? Because everyone's would be the same. Every time you walk into a store, or you walked into a craft show and there was 4 wreath makers there, but everyone thought the same exact way. Every single wreath there would be the same because everyone thought. That's why I like I love holy crap, you guys. Holy moly. I just put a bunch of hot glue in here and that just totally melted that whole ornament. What was I thinking when I did that? I don't know what I was thinking. That whole ornament, y'all, just like totally melted on me. Where did I put my little things? So, guys, what I do is I take a little, I like to add a little bit of something fun into my bows. It's the middle. So, it also just kind of helps cover up like the little part where our pipe cleaner is. So I just like taking these little ornaments, y'all, that I got from the Dollar Tree. They come in like a little pack like this. This is the black kind. I have the orange and I also have the purple. And see, all I'm doing is adding a little ornament right to the center. So I hot glued it. I'm gonna hold it there for a couple seconds and let it dry. Guys, I got a new glue gun. It's a cordless Sure Bonder, and then it has like this little charging thing you set it on. It was like $25, 50% off at Joann's the other day, and I hated my hot glue gun that I had. When it was turned on, you guys, it smelled like something was burning. It smelled like the whole house was burning, and it drove me nuts. I also used to always forget to leave it on, and I didn't have a stand for it, so I always had to lay it down, and I was just so worried. I didn't like, it was just not my favorite thing, so I think I got it at a garage sale one time, so y'all, and just like that, look at our little floral arrangement is done. How cute is that, y'all? These little white pit berries just make my day. So guys, it took me 1 little branch, 3 little things of pit berries, which this came in a pack, and they were $1 or $3.99. You got like 4 different like stems on it. I only used 3. I used 2 of the purple picks that came from Michael's. They were like $1.99. I got them 40% off or something. I got one of these little curly cues. They were from Michael's. This came from my stash, but I think you can get them at the Dollar Tree. A little spider. This little tin came from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. And then a little bit of ribbon. And some floral foam. You can get that at Dollar Tree too. So probably less than $15, $20. You can make yourself a cute little floral arrangement for your fall or Halloween decor. If you don't like Halloween and you want to make a fall one, you can easily put a bunch of flowers together, or instead of a skull. For instance, in this one, you guys, I took a little scarecrow that came from Hobby Lobby. These little scarecrow Hobby Lobby, these came off a little pick. I just added those in there, and it turned out super cute. So you guys, you can really do this with anything. You can do this with Christmas greenery, or like this one, you guys. This was like a Christmas one, and I did the little Santa. This was like an ornament, but I took it off the ornament, and we put a little stem on the back, right back there, and turned it into a cute little, this is a couple different picks. This is a couple different picks of greenery, a little pick of this stuff, And then this was all one pick, and we just cut it down into 3 different pieces. So I think it turned out super cute, and this will be sure will go into my craft fairs. So I don't actually sell my centerpieces on my Etsy shop because I really don't know how to ship them, and I'm afraid they're gonna get broken in shipping, and they're a lot more fragile than a wreath, I guess, because I know how to strap the wreath down. But I use them as more cheaper items in my craft fairs when I do craft fairs. So I use them as more of my low dollar amounts, and also I use them as like little fillers to put in different places. So I like to do them, and they're super simple. They're super easy. They're super fun to make, you guys. Like, just because they're simple doesn't mean they're not fun. They're like, actually, sometimes I think these are more fun than a wreath because you just get to add picks into different spots. And I think that's kind of fun. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down any questions you have in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you already have not. And go check out my TikTok, MBcrafts. Check out my Etsy shop, MBcraftsByMax. And check out my Facebook, which is MBcrafts. And you're already here on MB Creations YouTube channel, so I don't have to go check that out. But if you're not already subscribing, you better do that. I'm just kidding. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I appreciate watching. I'm trying to make this super simple, but I really wanted to explain the whole thing for you. But you guys all have a great day, night, whatever time of the day you're watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.